This show were hilarious. They're so fun. Anyway, this is a 3-piece Pocahontas Bearded Penstemon plant. Is that right?
Yeah, you can say it a little faster. Penstemon.
Oh, a Penstemon. Oh,
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. Penstemon. And this one, brand new now in April. So maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but you get all 3 of these, as you see here, for $21.48. These are perennials, and you're getting the free shipping and handling on these as well. This is really pretty. I'm anxious to hear about this because they are like little bells, like bell-shaped.
They are, and what I love about this plant is I call this a see-through plant. So almost like our the gomphrena that you saw earlier, it sticks up higher out of our plant and adds that texture and that movement in our garden.
Yeah.
But those little lavender flowers are very bell-like and very dainty and delicate, and they're on burgundy stems. So you've got 2 different colors on this plant that absolutely makes it one of those standout plants, because in this case, the stem is darker than the flower. So it adds dimension and depth and really makes you want to get up close to them and look and see what's happening there.
That's really interesting. Now, there's sweet nectar inside of those little bells. So obviously the butterflies, the bees, the hummingbirds, they all love these, right?
Absolutely. And it's, it's one of our plants, we call it a native plant. So it's natural here to North America, which means if you ever hear that, for you, that's just a cue, as a little tip, that it's going to be easy for you to grow, because it naturally grows here. So it naturally likes our climate, our weather, our soil conditions, and the pests and the insects that we have here. So it loves our native butterflies and bees. So it's going to be easy for you to grow.
These attract, obviously, as I said, the butterflies, hummingbirds, bees, but it resists the deer, and it also is drought and heat tolerant. One quick thing, like how tall and wide will these get? Because we're going to get 3 of them, but depending upon how much we want to have them, then that'll let everybody know how many sets to buy.
Yeah, that's a great point, because I love having these at the border because they are so much movement. So if you have a 6-foot border, these grow to be about 24 inches wide and tall. And so you're going to think, okay, so that's 2, 2, 2 on either side of my border. How many do I need for that spot? In this case, you would need 2 sets. I don't know. Math is not my strongest suit, but.
That's right. You would need 2 sets. I say 2 sets for sure. Hey, this is how they come. So look at the root base on those, and you can even see so much of the different color within the greenery. So each one of these, this is 2 in one hand, I've got 1 over here, but tell us a little bit about these. So you would plant them so that the dirt would be right above the dirt here?
That's right. So there are 2 really cool things about this, that these are plugs. And so this is the first time, the first season that a company like Cottage Farms, anyone is giving consumers like you, people who buy plants, the chance to buy plugs. Usually the landscape pros plant in plugs, and they get them directly from the grower. The reason we like plugs is because, as Mary Beth just showed you, that root system is intense. It's basically the same root system you're getting in a 3-inch pot, but it's all condensed. We call them in concentrate, basically. So it's easier for the plant once you dig the hole, and you're right, you don't want to cover up any of the leaves. Dig the hole, you don't need to water it as much. You won't need to do as much care. It's easier on the plant, but more importantly, it's easier on you to grow in plugs. And year 1, you'll get flowers, but by year 2, this will be well established.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the growing guide that comes with it. And of course, all your information will be right there inside. Should these be in sun or part sun? What do they like?
So I would say, when we're talking sun, people always say, what's full sun mean? I'd say between 4 to 6 hours of sun they would like.
Okay, and also just keep in mind, if you like pinks and lavenders, that's what this is. It's really not so much purple as it is like a lilac kind of color. In fact, I just got to tell you, our lilac tree is looking amazing this year.
I bet it is.
We bought it a couple of years ago, and boy, it looks good. Anyway, so $21.48, and then it does like the pollinators. The deer don't like it, which is nice. But I think, like you said, the fact that the stems are kind of burgundy in color, it just makes it so colorful and so unique and different. And they're like little tiny bells, which makes me think of that other flower that kind of hangs down that's white? What would that
Yes.
be?
Well, there's snowdrops.
Oh, snowdrops. And then I was thinking, I think something else, very fragrant. Can't remember what that was. Anyway, these are not fragrant though, I believe, right?
Correct. No fragrance on these.
Okay, excellent. And these we call the Pocahontas Bearded Penstemon plant. If you want to get these were brand new in April here at QVC. And one thing too, you know, when people go to like a nursery and they go to buy their plants at the nursery or whatever it might be, you never know what you're getting. You probably don't get sent home with a gardening growing guide. You know, it's amazing when you buy it here, your chances of it working is so much greater, right?
Well, what we want to do is, I love our local garden centers. I mean, I know we all shop everywhere, but it's harder to see. Here we can show you, okay, this plant likes full sun. This
Right.
plant is deer resistant. This is how tall it will grow. And sometimes it's a little bit harder to find all that information out at your local garden center. And then you say, well, this is going to love the pollinators and have those stems. And it really does help to, I think, find a place for it in your garden while you're sitting at home looking at your garden.
Right, exactly. And you really start to appreciate it more because you understand more. Okay, so don't forget, if you have a Q card, you can put anything on 6 monthly easy payments if that makes it easier for you to get what you need right now. And then when you want to know when it's going to arrive, you can go to the item number on QVC.com and you can scroll down and put in your zip code and it will give you an idea of when that will show up. If you don't have a Q card, you can apply for one, and if you are approved and you make a purchase, we will put $40 as an account credit in your account that you can use on a future purchase. Okay, I love butterfly bushes. Look at this, guys. Wow, this is so great. These things just